Hello, everyone. My name is Josh, and we're gonna go over this GOAT format duel that my friend Dylan, I believe his name on YouTube is the Buys Regret. I'll link it. I'll link down below. He uploaded a video of one of our matches that we played a lot of matches at his house playing GOAT format. And I'm on Earth Aggro, or that. I'm on Earth Aggro. I'm right here, and my friend Dylan, he's on XYZ's return. So it's not the most meta like matchup. It's not even meta at all. It's a bunch of like rogue decks mostly, but I figured it'd be cool to like go over like the video and go over like why I did things and shit like that. Maybe just go over things I could have done differently, shit like that. I think it'd be a fun idea. So let's like get right into it.
I will take first. Weird.
Dylan wins the dice roll. He gets to go first. Going first in the format is pretty good.
Almost like you want to do that in this format.
Gonna turn up just a little bit.
Draw for turn. Oh look, this looks like all of our other games. Agreed.
And he activates pot, so he opens pot, pretty good. Draws two cards, and you see now he just drew graceful off that, so like he
If you do me, we'll go to game two.
yeah, I'm about to say, bro, if you do with me right there, bro, this is inside game two. I'm not gonna deal with it. And like, also, I've never played the Earth Aggro deck before prior to this. So like, I was playing with the deck. I don't know how to really play it, but it's pretty much just like a simple like beatdown deck, pretty much. So it wasn't too hard off to like play his Mirror Force and shit like that. Never removal. You can kind of see the hands like right here. He has Decoichi, Sinister Serpent, which is really good for his fucking graceful. So that's pretty good. So he discards Decoichi, discards like Serpent. So it's cool.
I haven't drew.
Let's see what he's gonna set two cards. I'm trying to see what he sets. He sets, I think that's limiter. He sets two cards. One of them, I believe, is Mirror Force. This is, I think, limiter removal. I think this is Decoichi. I think. I draw.
Playing against playing Goat.
I have Rhoda. I have a couple of trap cards and an Earth Monster and Smashing Ground. If you hear that, that's just still messing me. I have Pot of Greed as well. I don't get the graceful though, so that's a little bit of the sucky suck. In retrospect, I probably should have wrote it before Pot of Greeting, and because you always want to search before you draw, because you don't ever want to, draw into what you were going to search with the search card. So, like, tiny thing right there. So I go Rhoda. And I have no idea what the targets are in the deck whenever I activate this Rhoda, so I'm looking for a Mystic Swordsman level 2, because I believe that's one of the best, like, normal summons going second in this format in general. And out every single, these cards right here, the ones that they set turn 1. Best normal summon against it. So that's what I'm looking for here. I don't know if it's played.
We built that fucking deck in like 10 minutes, and I like a video going up.
Yeah, so it's not in here. So now I'm like having to look again. I just grab Exile Force, and I believe I grab Exile Force here because I want to out the set monster, and I have a card. I have a Rock Spirit, I believe, in my hand. So the play here would be normal summon Exile Force, Prio, pop this. Summon or Spear attack. That's exactly what I'm about to do here because I believe that was the best line of play. Because he doesn't get the flip monster, which I believe is going to be Decoichi. So he doesn't get the draw, and I get pressure on his back row.
Prio pop.
Yep, Prio Pop. I go Prio Pop here. I banish, I summon Earth Spirit Swing. Pretty good. Yeah, okay, never mind. He had Book. This was Book. This wasn't Limmerable, it was Book. Okay, so he books my monster. So now pretty much I traded a 1-for-1 card, and I traded another card. So, and I still keep my monster. If he doesn't out this monster, I win this card economy trade because he's not gonna get the extra draw for Decoichi here. He's only gonna draw for a turn. So like in general card economy, I'm winning this one if he doesn't out my monster next turn, which he's not going to because he has to attack over it or knock it, and I have the Sakuretsu ready for that. See, he draws Ring for the turn. I see he has a Chaos Sorcerer in hand, which he's gonna grab back the Serpent. Typical goat stuff. So yeah. So he sets Serpent Pass. So that means I won the trade like prior to my turn because I traded 1-for-1, and then I traded again, and he said he didn't out it, so I keep this card. He lost that card. So like the big thing about this format is always keeping up the advantage and keeping card advantage. But yeah, this is just normal, just, swing at you shit. So, there's the Mirror Force, which is pretty good. This is a good Mirror Force. It's a relatively good Mirror Force. It's a 2-for-1 trade. I have to just pass. I don't want to set Sakuretsu armor. I didn't want to set the second Sakuretsu armor there because he had no back row, and I didn't want to play into the storm. Okay, so he says 2 back row, which tells me that he probably doesn't have heavy. And because he didn't flip his monster, this tells me this is pretty much Serpent. So I'm just gonna hit. I got big piercing. He brings me. I'm like, cool. 1-for-1 trade still. I set that. Probably shouldn't have set that there, to be honest, because this is Serpent. The Sakuretsu armor isn't threatened by this Serpent because it's only 300. It's probably good for another beater that he could summon right here and swing. So setting the Sakuretsu armor really bad here because it plays right into the storm because it would just be a trade in his favor. So like I don't know why I set that there, to be honest, but he flips Serpent like I thought it was. He hits me for 300. I'm not gonna Sakuretsu here because that's terrible. I draw a knock, pretty bad. I had this thing, I forget what it's called, Tiger King in my hand. I just hit pass. He's gonna add Serpent off here.
Yeah, so we both taken 17 and I took an additional 14.
So 17 divided by 2.
I'm just calculating life here because we forgot to do it at the end of the phase, so we're just
What was it again? 14, 2000?
gonna skip ahead a little bit of that.
So
I called the Cyber Jar, by the way, like during that, I believe in that little calculation, while I was calculating points, I was like, man, that's a Cyber Jar if I've ever seen one. And I knock it.
fuck. Yeah.
Ooh,
God damn.
That's a hit. 17?
Sure.
Yep. So that's pretty good there, hitting Cyber Jar because that tells me that he's low on his like resources in hand aren't very good. And he was really hoping for that to resolve so he can like get a card to get his resources going. But yeah, I called that Cyber Jar and I hit it with the knock and we just move on.
Yep.
Heavy. Yep. There's a heavy, which sucks.
Oh, shit.
There's a heavy. I lose 2 Sakuretsus, which I dropped there. Yeah, look at me. He loses a different dimension thing that wasn't doing anything because he has no way to banish cards. So that was a good trade for him. He hits 2 Sakuretsu armor for a card that was not going to be live for a very long time. Good trade. Good heavy on his part. He goes T-set. I'm like, cool. I draw Goblin Attack Force from what it looks like. Normal beat, typical beats down stuff. Nothing too crazy. It's a Shining Angel.
It's what, 14 or less?
Yeah.
He summons a DD Warrior Lady here. I choose not to swing into the Goblin Attack Force because I want to keep it because I wanted to keep this card. So I don't attack, and I don't attack to keep it. I smash and ground it in main too, so I can keep this and have more pressure because he could go swing into this, banish both or some shit like that. So I set the Mirror Force and pass. I have a fucking whatever lightning vortex in my hand. It's not doing anything. He gets a Chaos Sword, pretty great card here. It's pretty good. Yeah, he had this for a long time, so he was waiting to see like a light monster, so he could summon it here. It was pretty good.
What you got in that back row back here?
He's asking what's in the back row, bro. It's pretty good. So Mirror Force.
Is this normal or special or something?
Yeah, but it's 14 or less.
This was definitely not intentional, but in retrospect, it's pretty good. So he can't. I believe Chaos Source is a defense is 2000, which most people will summon this in defense position, but he couldn't here because it would be threatened by the Goblin Attack Force. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because like he just banishes Goblin Attack Force. But yeah, it definitely should have been summoned in defense, but little things. So he banishes Goblin Attack Force here. So disregard what I just said. That's dumb. That was dumb of me.
Sword banish.
Yeah, banish that here. Pretty good. It passes.
No, I have stuff. I'm gonna hold back.
What do I draw here? I draw a Sakuretsu armor. I'm trying to think if Lightning Storm there is like really good because I drew Sakuretsu armor there. So like I have the Mirror Force for the big attack. So what I should have done is I should have just Lightning Stormed this thing in a swing. That would have put more pressure and that would have been fine because then he would have to normal summon something to beat over this. I still draw cards. I still will see cards, and whenever he hits a big enough board, if he doesn't see MS2, hopefully not, then I just Mirror Force them. So like retrospect, probably should have lightning vortex there just to out the sorcerer and then have more pressure. Wait, so he's just gonna banish again, and like yeah. So yep, he banishes, and I think he passes. He sets a card, passes. He sets pass. I draw Torrential. I set. He started me. I can just set all my cards now. He's looking at his extra deck. That's kind of telling me he has Metamorphosis and Metamorphosis.
No, actually, this deck doesn't play meta. You literally saw the list before the game.
So see what he does. He's looking at Gatling Dragon. He's looking at a lot of things. He's just seeing what his options are. Or, not because he's playing Battle Wars. He's playing the fucking... I forgot. He's playing the XYZ turn deck, so he's looking at the XYZ. Never mind. Disregard that.
I didn't know you had something.
So that tells... So this is probably a piece. I don't remember. I haven't watched this video in a bit. This is a piece, I think. That's why he's looking at his extra deck.
6,000 damage to me?
He has a piece in his hand.
Easily.
Alright, I see you, asshole.
Or something.
Yeah, we're just bantering at this point. Nothing too... Yeah, I torrential here. Great torrential. Great torrential. Good torrential on my part. Not trying to stroke my own ego, but no, but it was a great torrential there because now I top deck a beater, baby. So now I have to force his back row. So I keep the mirror force and shit like that. He has another piece in hand. I can't see what it is, but he has a piece. I think this is a piece. This is no, Sangan. That's pretty good. What does Sangan search here? I still have this. I have a judgment. So this is so you search a Shining Angel. I set Judgment. I pass. Cut decks. Yada 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 yada.
What is that?
He snatch steals here.
Yep.
I had Mirror Force. I probably thought about it. I probably in the moment. I'm going by like how I just think and stuff like that. I probably thought about Judgmenting here, but I was like, I have Mirror Force. It's cool. And any responses he has to Mirror Force, I Judgment. So like, it's cool.
Almost in the middle thing.
Yep. So he summons that, and he activates that. So that means he's pushing for a big play, but he's pushing for a big play. He's pushing for like a lot of damage here.
Good.
Yep.
And I didn't Judgment that because I had if I didn't have Mirror Force, I Judgment that immediately. But because I have Mirror Force, it's pretty good.
Good combat.
Yeah, he plays right into the Mirror Force.
If you feel like you had it, why'd you even go for it?
You gotta go for it.
I mean, I'd be fair. Sometimes you just gotta just balls the wall and just see if they got it. I'll be fair. It's pass. I draw a ring. I think that's another Judgment. I'm very sacky this match. I have a lot of Judgments in my deck. I see a lot of Judgments.
Yep.
Shining Angel, he hits. I ring it. I just want to trade because if I top deck a beater. Oh wait, no, that was game. Never mind. That was ring for game. Let's go.
I was really hoping to see.
There's no indication of life points, so I actually can't tell where we're at technically. So.
This thing's hot, by the way.
Oh,
Yada yada yada. Let's skip to the point where we get to game 2. There's no side decking. If I make these commentary videos in the future and we play more games, I would like there to be a side deck and stuff like that. He opens graceful because of course Dylan has a habit of drawing Trinity cards. Pretty good. I see the Cyber Jar, which I think he wants to hold, so he discards Prima, which tells me the hand's really good if he's discarding Prima. I say it right here. He discards Prima, and what else is he going to discard? I see the Jinzo in his hand, which I remember now being very important. So he's going to discard... Oh, he had a piece here. So he discards Prima and a piece. Sets to that. This is a Cyber Jar. I don't have to knock. I summon a beater. I swing. And it's Cyber Jar. Let's go. Cyber Jar is a good card.
Hit 5 banish monsters.
Okay, so...
So 1
destroys. He sees. Okay, so I see Z-Mel Tank, Limiter X, Book, Decoichi. He's going to summon these, set this, add these to hand. I have Graceful, Tiger King.
Fuck shit.
Is that Judgment? Yeah, Judgment, Smashing Grounds. But so is Battle Phase. No, it's not. It's my Battle Phase. Still. So my reveal is definitely more bigger than his reveal, but I play, it's not gonna matter in retrospect. Whether Tiger King Wagyu, whatever you say it, triggers here, very unfortunate it doesn't trigger there. He has Mirror Force. That's such a big Mirror Force because that means I was going to trade 2 for 2. You was gonna have 1, so the card economy was going to be pretty much almost relatively even. But that Mirror Force blew me out. Because now he gets 3. He gets to keep these 3 beaters and stuff like that. And I'm on what?
Ring 2.
I'm still on a good amount of cards in hand, but I don't have bodies on field. All I'll be doing is setting background here. So which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set some cards and I'm gonna activate Graceful. Yeah, I think there's no, I don't even. There he goes.
Oh my god.
I draw knock, which I discard. Discarding Smashing Ground here was so fucking terrible. Actually, god awful. I should have kept this Smashing Ground in my hand. And stuff like that. Like it didn't hit me that he's playing a machine deck, so there might have been a Jinzo in his deck, and this Smashing Ground immediately outs the Jinzo. I kept some Earth monsters in my hand, which was dumb because I was very very tunneled about not having monsters in my field, despite having four back row. And I think 2 of these cards are Judgments, so like I would have been fine. Keeping the discarding Smashing Ground there was so bad in retrospect, and I'm gonna get punished for it. I'm gonna get punished for it right here. Here's me pulling up life points again. Elden Ring, there you go, baby. Yeah, see, I get punished so hard. Oh, I can't ring here, yeah. I have to Judgment the Jinzo. I think this is the one of 2 Judgments. And I was gonna hold this Judgment for more impactful cards, but I have to, Judgment the Jinzo here. If I had kept the Smashing Ground in my hand, the Jinzo might have not mattered, because unless I die here. Unless he kills me this turn, which I think he might. But I had to Judgment that Jinzo in order to keep the rest of my back row alive. So I'm at 4,000 here. I'm at 4,000 now. Double limiter. Like, fuck, dude. So I think, yeah, that was machine. Yeah, it was machine. Even so, yeah, that Jinzo did so much because I literally couldn't stop. I couldn't stop this because I didn't have anything to out the attack, and these are double limiters, bro. Like, with 2 machine monsters, I'm dead. If they didn't see Jinzo, I Judgment the first limiter and Judgment the second one, and I think I would live. I don't know. I was like doing a bunch of math here because I was like, how the fuck do I even deal with this? And there's no math. I'm literally just dead.
The whole fucking.
I'm literally dead here. Yeah, double limiter, which I think he only plays 2 in that deck, so it must be nice. So yeah, just small little things. He had Jinzo. I lost that one. Double limiter is pretty good. We go on to game 3.
Choice.
And I go first, and I see Judgments. Weird. Let's see. Big Monk, set 4, pass, which tells my opponent that I definitely have Judgment. By the way, if you're ever playing this format and you play Judgment in your deck, you set 4 with Judgment, you're pretty much like screaming at your opponent that you have Judgment, which I do, and he's going to know that.
Cards in hand.
1.
So he has XYZ Cannon, Duo, Ring.
Yep.
Trap card I can't see. That.
Go.
I think this is limiter removal, so if I go swing, he's got limiter removal here. Yep, he does. I'm thinking about Judgmenting here just to keep pressure. But I'm trying to look at my hands. I think it's fine. So, I take 16 there. XYZ Cannon's a good card. It's a good, I have a Judgment. There you go. Yeah, I just banished that, set the Judgment, pass. I just wanted a body, just so I can, because that gets destroyed in the end phase, and I want pressure for next turn. He has Mirror Force, and that's a piece. He has Mirror Force. I can't see what this the other card he said. He said Mirror Force or something else. I activate Knock that I set. I set Knock a lot in my GOAT games because it's not live, most of the time. And people will waste their back row removal on it because there's not a lot of back row removal in this format. There's MST, the one Storm, and potentially 3 Dust Tornadoes, but most people do not play Dust Tornadoes in the main, or if they do, they're not playing 3 of it. So, I set Knock a lot to make them waste that, and so my other good trap cards are live, which is what I do, and then if it never gets hit, then it's always live on the back row to hit something that, gets set just now. And I hit for,
Ring is both.
He rings. Okay. I have no cards in hand, but my back row is pretty mighty, so I'm in a good position. I have 1 card in hand. It's a Gigantus, and I'm thinking about summoning it here. And I probably am going to. I don't know why I don't summon the Gigantus here. I remember watching this the first time. I was like, why don't I just summon Gigantus here? Just have a body on field because I don't want to take a fucking direct attack. Because I'm not gonna, unless one of these are like Sakuratsu, then maybe yeah. Or because I'm not mirror forcing 1 card. So I don't know why I just didn't summon Gigantes there. It makes no sense to not summon it there, in my opinion. Yeah, activates call. See, I'm getting punished. I'm getting punished by not summoning Gigantes because now he just call the Hunters back and swings. Gigantes is at 19. This is at 18. He has to have a limiter remover for that to matter, unless one of these is Sakuratsu. And if it's not, yeah, I get completely punished by not summoning Gigantes there for no reason. Just the little things here and there that matter in this format. I got punished for it. Not summoning Gigantes here literally cost me 1,800 life points. For no reason. When I've already took an 18 from like limit removal. So I took 36. Like, what's the point? What was the point of me not summoning Gigantes there? Makes no sense. But anyways, I swing just to force a back row. There's a 1 Mirror Force. There we go. I Judgment it because,
You want that 200 damage so
I wanted that 200 damage. I wanted the pressure. It's not about the 200 damage. It's about the maintaining pressure. Pressure in this format matters a lot.
Because I got for 16 because of the winner.
Pass.
I passed. Not summoning Gigantes again. I don't know why I'm just not doing it. I don't know. Yeah. Then I draw fucking Battlelocks and we just push. We're just pushing. It's keeping up the pressure like I thought. He Koichi's draws a card, but Retro Strike is not going to matter. My beaters are just so too big for it to matter.
17.
And I have like two. I have two good. I have two. These are 2 judgments. I saw 3 judgments this game. It happens. It sucks. But yeah, there's not much he can do. He's gonna go Snatch Steal. I think he takes the big boy. He normals a tank. Pretty good play. Pretty good play. And in retrospect, I should have Judgment the Snatch Steal probably. I have a real bad habit of not judgmenting correctly, in my opinion. Because now he just attacks that. I think I'm Mirror Force here. Yeah, I Mirror Force for 1. And I know I was bringing up earlier that I won't Mirror Force for 1, but I believe in this scenario I had a lot of pressure on board. I pretty much had game on board already, so I didn't want him to have a body I couldn't get over. And he had already Mirror Force, so I had no back. So if he even set back row, he ranged and Mirror Forced already. So any back row he set wouldn't be scary. It would just be like 1-for-1 trades like Book of Moon that sets my monster. So like if he even set cards here, it's not gonna matter. Even return from a different dimension wouldn't matter because he just summons back a piece that I just beat over and continue my pressure. So like, even though I made a point about mirror forcing for 1 earlier, right there is a situation where it's good because they helps me can't maintain pressure.
Go.
Also, I don't know why he gave me a Snatch Steal there. That was his Snatch Steal. I don't know. It's funny. I had top deck the Gorilla, so like never punish, baby. And then like I hit for game, and that's it. Well, that's the hands. The duo knock on
Fucking
piece.
hell, why do you always have triple judgment? Zayd, you have somebody that's out judgmenting you right
I don't know, man. I just had triple judgment there. But yeah, that's just a little commentary over just this little goat game that me and my friend Dylan had. Talking about mindsets and shit like that. It was really fun. We have more. We recorded a lot of games today, so I might do more and shit like that. I'll link his channel and shit like that down below. But if you enjoyed it, let me know. I'll do more like this. And if you really enjoy it, then him and I will play actual more meta decks and stuff like that instead of like these rogue decks and stuff like that. But rogue decks are fun to play in this format, to be honest. The machine deck is pretty fun. Again, he double limiter removed me and killed me. That's just so satisfying. It's not inherently very optimal or good, but it's fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you on the next one, I guess.